like talking about like PhD level stuff to somebody in kindergarten.
But how can you simplify it for a kindergarten child to say, okay, this thing is the one that really created everything, all the dimensions?
For a kindergarten child, you start in basic steps, which I've said, like that you are a being and you are inside something. And that something has one basic law, that you have to praise and bow to higher and divine. You have to do that. And if you do that, you will be fine. It's as simple as that. And for that, you have to find out what higher and divine is. So like but the word divine, for example, which comes from divine, the diverse branching in phi ratio, is again comes back to the phi ratio. Divine is diverse branching. Right. You know, like how a tree has a branch, tree has a branch structure. But even the trees branch in phi ratio only. There's no tree on earth which doesn't branch in that. Even the leaves come in those pi numbers only. Everything in nature follows that protocol.
The Supreme Atma, what do they look like? What do they?
I mean, that way Sri Yantra is a very good representation of it. All the triangles which are going inside each other. It's a dodecahedron inside an icosahedron. But like, again, if I start using these terms, it'll be too hard for you to understand what a dodecahedron is or what an icosahedron is.
But that's the curious level. We all want to know, right? What is that? Why am I here? Who created me?
For that, there are a lot of basic steps first to even get ready to learn. Like until you do the basics, if you don't have a foundation, you can't build a house. When you are 3 years old, from that time, you have to build the foundation from that time. And if you don't do it at 3 years age, you do it right now, wherever you are at, whatever age you are at. You should have done it from 3 years on. From the moment when you first come into consciousness, when you first become aware of yourself, you have to do it from that point. That is the foundation point. That point is the foundation point. But since you don't do it at that time, you have to do it right now, whichever point you are at right now.
Amazing.
Yeah. And you have to do it yourself. That's what the multiverse is like. Each being has to do it for themselves. Nobody can do it for some other being. If somebody says somebody can do something for you, they are lying.
Yeah.
Every being has to do it for themselves. That's why rishis do it for themselves. They do their tapasya. Everybody, Prashant is doing it for himself. Meera is doing it for herself. Everybody does it for themselves.
Why wasn't I given just everything for me to just know God and follow these steps? Why was I put into a situation?
I mean, everything is given. When you are given consciousness and awareness, everything is given. If you have attention, you have everything. You have been given one thing which you don't understand. You have been given attention. You have been given consciousness. You have been given free will. 3 things I'm telling you straight away. Attention, consciousness, free will. That is everything. With that, you can do anything.
Yeah.
You have all the tools. Nothing is stopping you. There is nothing which is stopping you except your faulty notions which you build up in this world. By listening to your parents, by listening to society, all these are faulty notions. Everything which is there in society or everything is false. And it's deliberately false. Because it's all about power. It's all about Shakti. The beings which are in power do not want the beings which are their slaves to gain power.
But when you know that divine exists, why can't that divine take away this power?
No, it will. It does it. That's what happens. That's what Mahabharata is. That's what Ramayana is. At different times, divine intervenes. Like even if I'm talking to you right now, and I'm telling you these things, that divine is intervening.
So there's a reason behind you saying all these things.
Yeah, I mean, that's why divine is telling you these things.
Wow.
Divine is intervening. If I'm speaking these things to you, that means divine is intervening. Otherwise, this game will just go on like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So is there a reason why all these things are coming up now slowly, where people are going into meditation, want to learn about astrology?
But you have to understand that thing. What is meditation? Meditation is medi. What does word medi mean? What does medi mean?
I'm not sure.
Like center. Medi center. So coming into center is meditation. So you can do meditation all the time by speaking from the center of your mouth. You are meditating all the time. You don't have to meditate for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You do it all the time. So when you take out your breath, you can speak from your breath and you can check whether your breath is coming from the center of your mouth or not. You can check anytime.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Whether your breath is coming from the center of your mouth. So you will just keep on saying center, center, center. So you don't speak like an American. You don't speak like a British. you speak English in proper way, the Vedic way. English is a very good language. It's an Egyptian language, pretty much. Most of its root is Egyptian. But if you know how to use it.
So you're saying also that there's no alien life on other planets in galaxies?
They're lies. You know, they made up lies. All of NASA, everything is lies. NASA is a lie. Yeah, NASA has a forked tongue. It has a forked tongue as a symbol. A snake's tongue.
Yeah. I know about that.
That's a symbol. Everything they tell you is a fraud, nonsensical thing.
Wow.
Yeah. NASA is a con. Just like doctors are. Just like allopathy is. Everything is a con. It's not for your good. They're telling you all these things so that your brain gets totally confused. And so you never come to know the real reality.
So the size of the universe, they say it's 8 billion years light.
Nothing like that. Sun is not even 3,000 kilometers away from us. 3,000 kilometers.
And what are these stars that we see?
That is reflections from the atmospheric reflections. When you have a lens, our eye is a lens. And when you use any telescope, it's also a lens. Lens has a problem called lens correction. It turns everything into a spheroid. That's an ocean. That's a luminescence. It's fluoroluminescence. If you go to my LotusOcean channel, I have a video out there, which shows, which I show the planet Venus zoomed in, and it is not a ball. You'll see it yourself. LotusOcean.
LotusOcean. Okay.
LotusOcean.
Wow, man, this was heavy stuff. I'm telling you.
Yes.
It's like.
Yeah. I mean, you have to understand. And I have a video called "Planets Are Not What You Think They Are." So
amazing.
You have to look into that. And that's why these things are not what you think they are. There are no stars out. Stars are not suns, and sun is not doing nuclear fusion. There is no nuclear fusion happening out there. These are all lies. You have to understand. There are no satellites even. There are no satellites. There is no space.
There's no space.
There is no space. Because if you understand vacuum, they say space is vacuum, right?
Yeah.
If you have a vacuum, it will suck any air immediately. If vacuum is there at any point, like vacuums are created in tubes, vacuum tubes and stuff like that. And so if any hole is made in a vacuum, it will suck all the air immediately. Like, so how come our Earth will be a ball with that thing, and in vacuum, the vacuum will not suck it up, all the atmosphere? I mean, it's not possible. That's just logical, even common sense. There is no space. They have never gone past. Like, our Earth has a boundary even. They call it a dome. It's called a firmament on top. You can't go past that. Even if you see NASA's rockets, they never go straight up. Just see a rocket launch.
Yeah, they go straight and then they
go round. They go round. If you're going up, why you'll go straight up?
Because they say you can get burned through the ozone layer, so you have to go in such an angle where.
No, it's because they're just going down into the ocean. That's all. The rocket goes like this and just dumps into the ocean. That's all it is. It's not going anywhere. Nobody's going anywhere. Nobody walked on the moon. There was nobody walked on the moon ever. That was a studio.
Yeah.
That's a studio. It's just in here, not very far from where I live. That studio where they filmed that, and it was done by Stanley Kubrick. Filmed all of that.
Yes.
Because Westerners are there for fooling you. That's their job. That has been their job the whole time. They're liars.
And you gained all this knowledge from within you.
It's obviously, if I was not here on the planet right now, nothing will come out even at all. We won't have even internet. Right now we have internet and everybody can come to know all these things. It's because of divine is helping you out. That's why you have this.
Wow. Because you and me would not have interacted if it wasn't for the internet.
Yeah, internet. Okay, now internet is not just internet. It's Ethernet.
Ethernet.
Yeah, every time I'm speaking to you right now, I'm not just speaking to the people who are on this earth. Other people in other planes can listen to this right now as well, because it's connected to the Ethernet.
So how big is this universe then? What?
I mean, it is huge. It is huge. You will come to know all the numbers are there in that thing. If you read Bhagavatam, all the numbers are there.
So then the stars that we see are not stars, but then what is that vast space is for then?
No. Like the thing is that we are on a flat plane. First, you have to understand we are on a flat plane, which is quite big plane. There's more land on earth than this land, which they have told us. Like we are on a very small part of Bhudevi. The 5-6 continents which they show us, that's not the whole land. People found land on the south side of South Pole already in 1940s. Area size bigger than America on that side after the snow. beyond the South Pole, because there is no South Pole. There's an ice sheet there. After that, you keep on carrying on, more land comes.
Oh, so the model that they have of the UN, where they show the continents and the ice surrounding, there's something beyond that ice.
It is beyond that, yeah. We are in just one puddle, part of Earth. There are beings which live there as well, in those other places.
So why are we not allowed to go and see those beings? Well, I mean, why is it that?
No, because like nobody wants their slave to run away.
And are those beings trying to help us?
Like, if you want to get to higher realms, if you want to get to other places or other beings, you have to learn the basic laws of multiverse. And if you learn them, then you are welcome anywhere. If you do not know them, then you're not welcome anywhere. It's like, if you don't do class 5, they don't allow you to go to class 6, do they?
No.
If you don't do class 6, they don't allow you to go to class 7. It's like that. You are here to learn, and if you learn, then you're ready to go to the next level, to live a different kind of life, to live a different kind of existence.
But it's all here in this.
Yeah. This is just Bhumandala. That's Bhumandala. Bhumandal. All right. Then there's Bhuva Mandal. Bhuvar Mandal. You know, like Gayatri Mantra. You know that. Bhu Bhuva Swaha.
Yeah. Om Bhur Bhava Swaha. So it's like the levels of existence.
Yeah, existence. Yeah, like there's 7 planes below us, 7 planes, and even the Earth plane is huge. It's vast.
Wow, man.
So you have to understand where we are at, like everything. And Earth is stationary. You can tell, like, we are not moving. Anybody who has any bit of common sense can tell we are not moving. And even sun's motion is now charted out, how sun moves from northern side to the southern transit. We call it like Dakshinayan and Uttarayan in Jyotish. January 14, it starts moving this way. It comes towards the northern.
I'm like, it's only could be some 13-year-old kid started this thing about flat Earth.
No. It's about actual measurements, actual science, actual data. I'm talking about actual data. When if you're looking at an island, and by the Earth's curvature, it should be down. You can't see it. You should not be able to see it. And if you can see it, then that means Earth is not. I mean, you can go Earth is flat everywhere. There's no place where Earth is not flat, and water does not curve. Where have you seen water curving?
Yeah, no, we don't.
Where water cannot curve. There's no water which goes like that.
Yeah.
There's no water like that in this. And these big oceans with billions of gallons of water. What? Trillions of gallons of water curving like that. I mean, this is nonsensical. It is only for like kindergarten people can be told that kind of theory. Like, you know, where water is curving and all of these things are happening. They think that people are so dumb and stupid out here, then they can be told anything.
Yeah.
And if they're going to say that dumb and stupid, you can't go to higher realms. If you believe such nonsense, that means you don't know anything. You have no logic, common sense, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have any common sense.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, even a person who's drinking Pepsi right now doesn't have any common sense. I mean, they can do experiment. They can put Pepsi onto that thing. They can flush their toilets with it. It'll clean your toilet.
Clean your toilet, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a personal experiment you can do, isn't it? You don't need a laboratory experiment or somebody to tell you that Pepsi is good for you or bad for you.